Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I had planned on doing a video on how to prep and refinish the plastic panels for the hatch of the car and the door panel. The plastic you prep one way, the door panels are vinyl, so you want to prep those a different way. However, I don't have adhesion promoter. I have a can of it, it's about half full, but it's been sitting around for a while and I guess the propellant all is gone. It's not working. I tried a couple of different tips with no luck. For some of the parts, you don't really need an adhesion promoter, but for parts that see as much action as the hatch does and tend to get scratched up as much, and with the door panels and everything, I just feel safer using it. It's not completely necessary, I suppose, but just hopefully would make my life a little bit easier in the long run. So since I had already planned on doing a video, I figured I would kind of cover stuff about the channel here. So basically where we're at now is it's kind of winter time. By the time I get home from work, it's dark. Or not dark, obviously it's not dark right now, but it doesn't stay light for long, it doesn't stay warm for long. So a lot of that stuff is kind of difficult to film in the dark. I've got some supplemental lighting that I'll probably use at some point, but for the things that I'm doing right now, it is nice to have the light, and when you're painting, it's best not to paint when it's super cold outside. The paint doesn't set up as fast. It just doesn't seem to perform as well. So as far as like upload schedules go, it just really depends on when I have the time. I know, you know, the idea is to get, you know, a schedule for uploads, which I would really love to be able to do, and come springtime, I should be able to be a little more consistent with that stuff. So right now it may be one video a week, it may be 2 or 3 videos a week. It really just depends on what I can get done, what my schedule's gonna be. The other thing is, guys, that I'm new to this whole thing. I'm filming with an iPhone right now. I don't have any other video equipment, and so I'm kind of relying on some of the apps to do the editing, which I am a complete amateur at to begin with. I have like the most basic video editing skills, so I'll get better, I promise, and I'll be able to do more stuff with my videos once I do, but right now I'm just trying to keep it as basic as possible, trim some of the fat here and there when I can, but that's kind of where we're at. I promise they're not all going to be as long and as boring as they have been, but I feel like I want to get the information out to you guys one way or the other. And you know, that brings me to another point too. You know, I thought about, when I thought about building this car, I thought, you know, there's a video for everything out there. Half the stuff that I'm doing I've looked up, but you know, I can offer a different perspective. I can offer sometimes different ways of doing things, different skill sets and knowledge along with it. So what I didn't want to do was hold off on doing all the videos until I get better equipment and get my editing skills up to par. And the reason that I didn't want to do that is because if I were to do that, then you guys would miss out on a lot of stuff on the car. And I don't want to leave you out of that, and I don't want to stall out on the car and have it sit here for another 14 years. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm doing my best with what I've got. So, you know, stick around, and it will, you know, things will improve as we go on. If the channel's successful enough, as in if there's enough people interested, then, you know, I'll invest in some better filming equipment, you know, like a nice GoPro. it would be great to have a laptop that I could edit these videos from, because it is a real, I know a lot of people do them on their phones and everything and they turn out great, but you know, I'm 37 years old, my eyes aren't as good anymore, and honestly, having all those timelines on such a small screen, you know, it makes it take quite a bit longer. So it's not that it can't be done or I'm not capable, it would just be much easier if I had like a laptop or something like that that I could work with. So we'll see about all that. But the real point is that I just wanted to make sure that one way or another, even if it's not the best quality in the world, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I got content for people to see that has to do with the car. You know, the how-to videos and, you know, the plans for things, all that kind of stuff. It's important to me that that gets out there, because otherwise, you know, it's like there's no point to doing the videos. If I'm just doing everything behind the scenes, then, you know, what's the point of having a channel? So anyway, that's kind of what we're working with. I'm really disappointed about the adhesion promoter because it's sunny today and the weather is kind of warm, and it would have been nice to be able to paint these parts, but that's unfortunately not going to happen until I can stop by the paint store and get some more adhesion promoter. But anyway, once I do, I'm going to get that rolling, and you know, I'll be off to having color matched interior in here, and we're going to get some of these projects wrapped up. I've got a bunch of things that are kind of, you know, just a bunch of loose ends. I have to finish up the taillights, get those finalized. There were a couple little spots of wrinkled paint. I'm not sure if I had something on my fingers when I was handling them or whatever. So I need to do that. I need to finish up the whole radiator gig in here. I need to get the panels done. I don't like having all the loose ends. I like to be able to, you know, start one project and finish it, and then start another project and finish it. But you know, the other part about that is I wanted to, you know, keep things rolling for you guys and do stuff as I could. So you'll probably see videos of me wearing the same shirts. You know, yeah, those videos were all done on the same day, most likely. I am trying to kind of do some backlogging just so that I can generate enough material to get out there, and on as regular of a schedule as I can. So when I have the time, I make the videos, and then, you know, I'll get them out as I can. So I hope you guys enjoy the channel. I know sometimes these videos of me just sitting here blabbing on about what's happening and this and that, I know it can be kind of boring, and it may not mean much because you guys haven't seen any end results to anything yet, but I promise it's coming. It's just taking a little bit of time to get everything started and rolling. Once it does, we'll be off to the races, and everything will be gravy. So I do appreciate you guys watching these and sticking with it, because that's the reason that I'm doing it to begin with. Nobody's learning anything, then I might as well just do it myself. So anyway, with that, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna try and find something to do on this car, and we'll catch up with you next time.